If I could do graphics, I would have had fire come out of my mouth. Hi, I'm Beryl, and the theme of today's video is fried chicken. Before we get past the point of no return for this part, this video has a sponsor. I've done a lot of thumbs up, all right, and it's only been like 10 seconds. This video is sponsored by ButcherBox. I thought this was actually like quite a good sponsorship because it's fried chicken, and ButcherBox is a meat subscription service. There's two things that I actually really liked about this brand. First off, I think that the ethos it's just grade A. They think about the planet, they think about the farmers, and they think about the animal. If you're gonna eat animals, think about the animals. All of the beef is grass-fed, all of the chickens are organic and cage-free, all of the pork is crate-free, the seafood is wild-caught. And those are things that I look for when I am eating meat, so synergy! The other thing that I really liked is honestly how it arrived. I am so used to seeing these subscription boxes with so much waste in them, and like, it really grinds my gears. But this one was completely packaged with cardboard, so everything was recyclable. There was one bit of plastic, which was what was wrapping the dry ice to keep the meat cold. And like, that was so great. Why am I still doing the thumbs up? God, we're gonna get better at this one day. Anyway, everything ships free. You can create the type of box you want. There's a little link here below, the /Beryl, and that's gonna give you $20 off your first box. But wait, there's more, because I had this idea and they were like, cool, we'll do it. It's gonna also include 3 pounds of bone-in chicken thighs, because that way you can also recreate one of the recipes from this video. Huh? I thought that was fun. The artist today is actually one of my friends. His name is Tetsuro. You will also see him in the video talking about Japanese fried chicken. He and I worked together at Great Big Story a few times. He is an amazing artist. He's also an amazing musician and all around just like a really good guy. So I'm really happy to share all of his work with all of you. Okay, it's time to start making fried chicken because my deep fryer is feeling very lonely.
My name is Tetsuro. I'm from Japan, but currently I'm living in New York City. Today, I want to share my favorite Japanese fried chicken called karaage. Karaage is a fried chicken thigh which has been marinated with soy sauce overnight. That's why the texture is so tender and juicy and slightly saltier because of soy sauce. Originally, karaage means fry in Japanese. Tempura was originally from Portugal, but karaage originally came from China as a tofu dish. Japanese people adapted for many different things, like chicken. Now chicken karaage is the most popular karaage dish. So when you just say karaage, it means just fried chicken. Also we dip with mayonnaise or dash of lemon juice. But honestly, since it's well seasoned, I don't need to dip with anything. My mom's karaage is the best. I still remember eating karaage was the best moment on the sports day, which is Japanese annual school event. どうぞ召し上がれ.
First up is Japanese karaage. I have had this before. I have never even tried to make it before. I just want any excuse to eat Kewpie mayonnaise. Oh, wow. It tastes like the ones that I've had in a restaurant. So I think that one of the interesting things about the coating on this one was that you put it in flour and then you put it in potato starch. And that starch gave it like a very hard shell. And when I was cooking it and I took it out of the deep fryer for the first time, in my head I was like, oh good, I think I messed it up. But I don't think I messed it up because it tastes amazing. And I think that that's what makes karaage definitely very different from, you know, like the American style fried chicken, which we will get to later. So all the flavor is coming from the marinade on the chicken itself, and maybe a little bit from the mayo. There were no ingredients in this that I think are necessarily hard to find. potato starch. Like, you could use cornstarch, I imagine. And it's just like you need pepper, you know? Wow. I'm just gonna let you guys know, I imagine that the fried chicken episode is just mostly gonna be me saying, it's so good. It's so good. I'm literally eating the garnish because everything was so good. Also, I didn't include this in the first part, but Tetsuro was talking about how his mom used to make him this dish when he would do sports day at school, and he sent me some photos. Oh my gosh, how cute. I just really loved this. Another chicken. Let's go.
My name is Lily. I live in Alabama in America. The dish I am sharing with you all today is buttermilk fried chicken. Buttermilk fried chicken is chicken that is dredged in a mixture of buttermilk and then dipped in flour seasoned with Creole seasoning and then fried until golden brown. The flavor is spicy and tangy. Buttermilk is the residual liquid left over from the butter making process. The South is known for its fried food, especially chicken. I think most Americans are familiar with the flavors of the South just because the food is delicious and it's popular because of that. This dish is not hard to make and the ingredients are neither complicated nor hard to find. I love this dish because it reminds me of home. While it's cooking, the smell permeates the house and gives me a sense of peace. This is honestly one of my comfort foods. This dish represents the culture of Southern Louisiana in particular because of the spicy flavors, but also represents the South in general from the use of buttermilk. Every time I eat this, it gives me peace and comforts me in hard times. I mean, everyone likes fried chicken.
Okay, I've got some classic American buttermilk fried chicken. The problem, in my opinion, with buttermilk fried chicken is you use this much buttermilk and now I have a lot of buttermilk that I need to figure out what to do with. Okay. Oh my god. I mean, wow, this chicken is moist. It's cooked really well. It's really good. Sometimes if I'm feeling naughty, I like to do that double coat of flour, make it really crunchy. Wow. As much as I talked smack just like a second ago about buttermilk, I will say that the buttermilk is what makes this chicken chef's kiss. It's so, so good and not dry in the slightest. It's just perfect. The seasoning, however, really, I believe, comes in more in the breading than it does in the marinade. Like, you can taste it in the breading way more than at least for me, than I can in the chicken. I mean, I can a little in the chicken. I'm like arguing with myself.
No you can't.
Yes, I can! I have a gripe with myself. When I eat meat like this off the bone, I feel like I don't do a very good job. Like, I don't know how to eat the tip and the bottom. I always leave a bunch of stuff there. But then when I watch people like doing a mukbang or something on YouTube eating chicken legs, like the bones are clean. Like carrier clean, you know? I don't know how they do it. I'm just not that good at eating meat, I guess.
My name is Mirza, I'm from Bandung, Indonesia. In this video I want to talk about Indonesia traditional fried chicken called ayam goreng kuning or yellow fried chicken in English. You need to marinate the chicken with yellow paste made from galangal, ginger, turmeric and any other ingredients. The fried chicken tastes savory, it's delicious and it makes you want to eat the chicken again and again and again and again. Commonly, this food can be found in Java Island and it can be served as daily dish or as a dish in special occasion. Back in the day when I was in school, getting home hungry and finding out my mom cooked this kind of fried chicken is like finding out a little piece of heaven in a dining table. So amazing, so great. Mari makan, it means let's eat in Indonesian.
Indonesian yellow fried chicken. And this I thought was actually very interesting to make because you boiled it. I mean, you saw it, but like you boiled it in coconut water. I really loved that. Also, the color is so beautiful, but everything is stained with turmeric. Everything is stained with turmeric. My counters, my fingers. Whoa. Whoa. Dang, that's got some serious flavor. The chicken is really soft, but then the outside is crunchy, but there's no breading. It's cool. Obviously, like, this is supposed to go with like a whole meal, but this is just about the chicken, you know? Like, we're just doing it with the chicken, and the chicken's good. Uh-oh. Come on. Eating on camera can be awkward. I would say that it's definitely not dry. It's definitely not stringy. I think that making this dish, you definitely need to be mindful because you're cooking the chicken twice and you do not want to overcook it and then you end up with like, you know, kind of sad chicken. The actual chicken itself also is really flavorful. I'm really not surprised though, considering that paste I made, that paste? First of all, I need to get a bigger mortar and pestle because it's just way too tiny. Plus, when we did the Ramadan video, I saw all these people with these like really big ones and like, that's what I want now. Envious. But also it's exhausting. It is exhausting to use. Like, I was so tired and I had to take so many breaks and I feel like it made me feel really weak. I'm also really proud of myself. This was way out of my comfort zone. Never made chicken like this before, and it's good. So that's what I think about that. Also, do you think that my shirt looks like the Powerpuff Girls? Because I think it does, and I like it. Okay, next chicken.
My name is Sanjay. I live in Seoul, South Korea, but I'm from India. I'm from Chennai, India. The dish I'll be sharing with all of you today is called Chicken 65. It is a fried chicken dish that is marinated in a variety of spices like ginger, garlic, curry leaves is a very important ingredient. It tastes spicy, it's very crispy on the outside, and there's the juicy meat on the inside. It's really good. It's called Chicken 65 because it was invented by A.M. Buhari and introduced at the Hotel Buhari in the year 1965. When I googled to see why the name, there were a lot of myths about why it was named so it was really fun. Like it's made of 65 different peppers, or it has 65 pieces of chicken and things like that, but basically it was invented in the year 1965 and that's the reason it's called Chicken 65. This dish connects with my country and especially my culture and my ethnicity in India because of the use of curry leaves. Curry leaves is an ingredient that is very unique to South Indian cuisine, particularly Tamil cuisine, and the flavor of the curry leaves it's kind of like nutty in flavor, I guess, and that's what makes this fried chicken very unique from a variety of fried chickens out there. Because I live out of India, a single bite of this dish just takes me back home. It reminds me of all the time I'd spend snacking on like chicken 65 as my mom cooks them freshly at home in the kitchen.
Okay, I have a feeling that this is going to be spicy. And the feeling is because there was so much red chili and green chili that went into this. And also because it smells spicy. And because it's bright freaking red. Alright, let's get some lemon juice on this. The smell of curry leaves is something that is so special and they can be hard to come by. And I get that, but if you can get them, man. Okay, I am dilly-dallying. Also, my mouth is like, okay. Spicy. Also hot. I'm having issues. Oh god. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I know water won't help, but the marinade is I can't even talk. And I want to eat another piece. This is what spice is. Spice is being in pain but wanting more. Wow. Well, delicious. But, man. If I could do graphics, I would have had fire come out of my mouth. I'm always surprised when I've cooked chicken perfectly because I feel like chicken is like an avocado. It's like you get like, there's like that one moment where it's good and then before it's like not cooked enough and then it's overcooked in like 2 seconds. Does the avocado analogy hold up? I think it does. Oh my God, my mouth. Okay, hold up. When I worked at Great Big Story, I did a video about spicy food and I found that vodka was really good at getting rid of spice. Ugh, vodka. But it works because your mouth can only taste the vodka. Huh? My experience in making this is I actually found the recipe I followed to be quite complicated and I definitely messed up a few things, but I felt like whatever screw-ups I made were probably not that big of a deal because it was all about marinades. There's just a lot of ingredients that go into this, like a lot. It would be great if you could get a Chicken 65 pre-made seasoning packet, truly. And maybe one exists. So the cooking method, simple. The marinating and making the sauce, like there's just a lot. And so I felt a little bit overwhelmed and was confused. But it is really good. And I definitely want to order this from like a restaurant now because I want to know how they do it. It's definitely delicious. If you're somebody who likes spice, this type of spicy fried chicken is very good. Okay, you might have been expecting the 5th recipe and not my face again. Here's the thing. I can't eat any more fried chicken. I'm full. Too much of a good thing this week, honestly. So, with that in mind, because I actually have 2 more recipes, I have Brazil and I have Honduras, leave a comment with any additional ones and we'll make a fried chicken part 2. And maybe I'll space it out a little bit better and it'll be fun. So everything is still good. I just like need a really long nap. Okay, with that in mind, I will see you all in my next video. Thumbs up.